About the heated debate yesterday in the parliament about as to who should take up the debate, move the proposed debate on the central bank annual report 2020. Actually, Mr. Anura Kumar Disanayake of Jathika Janabalawega MP and Professor Ranjit Bandara of Sri Lanka Podupara Peramuna were given the opportunity to move the debate when they have requested a debate on the central bank annual report 2020. However, there had been some heated argument about this matter later on. These are all politics, but what's important is that the central bank annual report is actually a report for the whole country. But later in 2012, soon after the war ended, as I proposed to Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa, the and it was implemented when central bank started as per my proposal, a provincial one report, two reports, one for the provincial areas and one I think another report. But currently I think it's just one central bank annual report regarding the economy to the whole country based on the monetary policy. So central bank annual report must be confined to the effects of implementing the monetary policy and also the influence of the supply side policy, demand side policy, foreign exchange policy on the economy, and a balanced view on the fiscal policy implementation effects on the economy through the central bank annual report. But the Parliament of Sri Lanka must also issue annual report about the effect, mainly the fiscal policy of the Parliament influence on the economy of Sri Lanka, and also the balanced view on the monetary policy impact on the economy of Sri Lanka, and also about the foreign exchange policy, and also the demand side policy and the supply side policy influences on the economy of Sri Lanka, in addition to the proposed digital economic policy, which I would discuss later. But the thing is, in Sri Lanka, central bank publishing one annual report for the whole country must be rejected. But rather, for each district, the central bank must go to grassroots levels rather than enjoying their lives which luxurious US university education funded for their families with salaries, for years in USA for MScs, PhDs, and having luxurious, retirement benefits, high salaries, vehicles, enjoying like a superhuman life here in economically without any morals. Rather than that, the central bank must commit to the Sri Lankan economic development by publishing annual reports every year for each of the districts in Sri Lanka with regard to the economic growth and economic development in each district of Sri Lanka when we take all 25 districts in Sri Lanka. Accordingly, the Parliament must also publish a fiscal policy based more towards that, but a balanced economic report, annual report on a district basis in Sri Lanka. So the central bank would publish a monetary policy perspective, but yet influenced by all other economic policies of the 5 economic policies, influence economic report every annual report every year. But the Parliament must publish annual report for each district, like the central bank, more from a fiscal policy point of view, as influenced by other economic policies of the 5 economic policies, like the demand side policy, supply side policy, foreign exchange policy, in addition to the monetary policy and the fiscal policy. Because this way, the development can be, and economic growth can be more focused on the each district.